Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about business credit. That's right, the 2021 business credit and beyond. We're going to stop the old school method and we're going to go to the new school method. That's right, you're going to have to actually be in business, but we're going to talk about it today. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop struggling now, gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. And as you can see, we're here on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. I want to thank you for being here, and please share the video so we can help other people. That's what this is all about. Rising tide lifts all boats. And I want to thank everybody because now we're over 8.5 thousand subscribers and rising. Thank you so much for sharing the videos, and I know there must be people telling other people about it because we've had an uptick in new subscribers. So I want to thank you for being here, and please notice the join button over here on the right. YouTube was kind enough to give us a membership button at 5,000 subscribers, which is unheard of, and you can get special messages from me under the community tab, special videos, and a few other features. We're going to start doing live stream for members only. I'm still going to do, if you're not a member, but just open live stream still Friday night. And please let me know, members, under the community tab, or send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com and let me know the best time of day that I should have a live stream, if there is such a thing. All right, without further ado, let's get into the business aspects. Everybody wants business credit. We're going to talk about 2021 and beyond, because what has always been known about business before, you can forget all that. Throw it out the window. The bottom line to the story is, because of companies and businesses going out of business, there's a new paradigm shift. Because even if they had great credit, due to a lockdown, it does not matter because they can't generate business, so they can't pay back their loan. So that's the bottom line to the story. So all good it did to have a good credit rating with Paydex or Experian, TransUnion, it didn't matter, because if you don't have money coming in, you can't pay it back. You can't pay loans back. So anyhow, I'm going to start with high risk. There's a lot of you who think that you get a LLC, and then there'll be a link down below to this list, by the way. It's a PDF. So down below in the description, there'll be a link to this PDF. A lot of people think that you can just start a business, not knowing that it's in the high risk category, and the odds of you being able to get funding, credit, and things like this, you may be getting denied and not understanding why. And again, you can see on the top here, high risk: auto dealers, recreational vehicles, aircraft, automotive parts, casinos, travel agency. You see how it goes. Check cashing, pawn shops, money. You can just easily see the list here. And so you don't want to be on the high risk list. And this is why naming your business in like auto dealer, like sounding like an auto dealer, that's high risk. Sounding like any type of car, recreational vehicle dealer, high risk. Money services, financials, high risk. So pawn shops and things like this, you don't want to have that name within your LLC or corporation. That's one of the things. So when most people start out, they get their LLC. All of a sudden, they're sending me messages going, hey, how can I get funding? You can stop all the nonsense now, ladies and gentlemen. You will not get funding because you formed an LLC or corporation. You have to start a real business. Now, if you have a credit score that's above 680, well, that may not help you. But for our discussion here, you can be above 680, do a personal credit score, and get a loan, a business loan. This is how things are going to go pretty much from now on. You're not going to be able to escape if you're a new business that's only been around 1, 2, 4, 5 years. Escape them saying, hey, you know what? Let me check your personal credit score. All right? There are going to be ways you can escape, but I'm just letting you know straight off. If you plan on starting an LLC, you need to get started now, because seasoning, they're going to say, how long have you been in business? If you say under 2 years, you just narrowed the amount of places you can go to get funding. All right? So as long as you started your LLC and on the books and it shows you started having revenue 2 years ago, that's a good thing. Even if it's $10, it does not matter. You got to show that you're in business for 2 years. If it comes up, some still allow 1 year, but that's not going to be the norm going forward unless you're going to be messing with fintech banks who will be doing the 1 year program. But again, you're going to need revenues, meaning you're going to have to be in business, meaning you're going to have $10,000 per month coming through your business in revenues. Do you hear me? 10,000. Then there's others that are even going to be more, and we're going to talk about it today. So this is why I had to break out this new business credit video, and straight out the box, nav.com. A lot of you are familiar with Credit Karma. Credit Karma, if you go in there for the personal credit score, they have offers inside the back office to help you with your personal credit. Well, guess what? Nav.com works similar to Credit Karma, except it's on your business side. So there's a link down below in the description. If you already have your LLC, you can go in here for free. Do you hear me? Free. You can go in and click on right here, start building business credit. This isn't the page that you'll see that comes up. But at nav.com, when you go there, it'll ask you for your name, email, business, and then you'll end up getting to this page. But start building business credit. This is free. They'll tell you if you even have anything reporting on your business credit files. And in fact, I believe they're going to run your personal score because, again, like I said, they're going to start checking your personal credit score. So that's why the new $10,000 primary trade line with no credit check, no hard inquiry, is going to come in handy for anybody that has a score under 700. The link's down below if you want to get in on this for $149.99. That's the annual fee. You don't have to buy anything else. No hard inquiry, no credit check, revolving trade line. $149.99. You'll hear more about it later. That's personal. Business is going to be a little personal now. And just like on NAV, they're going to track your personal score on one of the credit bureaus, and they're going to track your business credit scores. And then you'll know if you can apply for certain funding. It's simple. So nav.com, and if you order nav.com for $39.99 or $49.99, they report to business credit file for your LLC or corporation. So is it worth it? It's a write-off. $39.99 or $49.99, and they have a trade line for your business. It's worth it. It's a write-off. That's how you do it. Now let's get down to the start. Everybody knows the old school stuff first. Net 30. If you want to start getting something, you go get your EIN number. This is for everybody that even who wants to start a business and who has a business. You go get your EIN number at irs.gov. Then you go to Dun & Bradstreet, dnb.com. You do not have to sign up with them. That's a fallacy. They will give you a DNB number. Okay, it's pretty simple. It's free. When they call up and say, hey, why don't you sign up for $1,500 and all that nonsense, you just say, no, thank you. Hang up the phone. Because now you have your own DNB number. It's free. Then when you apply for net 30s, that's still a thing because nobody starts out with, you're starting out. So when you're starting out, you're getting supplies, right? You may need office supplies, printer, inks, tablets, pencils, pens, notepads, sticky notes, whatever the case may be that you can see here on the screen. That's why you might order something from Summa Office Supplies. There'll be a link down below for Summa Office Supplies. Okay? Filing folders, envelopes, tape. You see here labels, all kind of things that you're going to need for your business. Order from a place that gives you a net 30. You order the product, you wait till it arrives, Then you pay the bill within 30 days. The sooner, the better, but you have to wait till the product arrives and the shipping is confirmed. Okay? Because you don't want to make it seem like you ordered it and paid right then and there. So you want to wait. Usually I wait 24 to 48 hours if I'm going to pay that soon after it arrives. So then that way I know they have it in the system, that it's arrived, and then that way I know when I pay, they'll give me my credit for the net 30 versus paid in full. So that's the little thing. Summa office supplies. I'm going to keep going through a few because everybody's heard these before. Uline. Again, same thing. Pens, paper, pads, printers, laminating machines even. You just never know. You get a net 30 from them. They've been stingy since the pandemic though. They kind of stopped it. I don't know if they restarted it because I haven't ordered from Uline recently. But this used to be a place, and I'll still say give it a try. Put in a shopping cart, put it in, and see if a net 30 comes up. Grainger. This would be a third account that would be reporting. Grainger. Again, they have tools. They have, like you can see here, mops, buckets, garbage pails, drills, air hoses, all kind of things, pallets. It doesn't matter. Everything that has to do with equipment, tools, lead, and things like that, you can get here at Grainger. Again, get your net 30. Now, you want to do some shirts, promo printing, then what you do, Shirtsy. Shirtsy reports to like 6 or 7 business trade line, business credit. Okay, net 30 once again, except they report to 6 or 7, and their partner or a sister company to Crown Office Supplies. And I'll have both links down below. I just wanted to get past this real fast because this is where you can easily get, let's see here, Nav, Summa, Uline is 3, Grainger is 4, Shirtsy is 5, Crown Office is 6. This is what you would have. Now, let's get down to funding. How many of you use PayPal? How many of you have money coming through PayPal? I'm not talking about 50 bucks here, 100 bucks there, but I'm talking about 5,000, 10,000 a month. Well, you can get a PayPal working capital loan. This is fintech. It's already been around. This is nothing new. There's things you could have done. You could have your money being paid through PayPal. You can get a PayPal working capital loan. Then you download the money to your bank account. And we're going to talk about this in a second because if you had Blue Vine or another bank that goes by the volume of money that you have coming down to it, and let's say it's 10,000 or more, you can now get another line of credit for your business. There's ways you can do this, ladies and gentlemen, like a top 10 percenter, like a business owner, a person that's CEO of your business. PayPal working capital, how it works is every time your money comes out, that you can pay them back. So it's in the account. So if you say I wanted to have 10% taken out and you owe them something comes and it's $1,000, they're going to take $100 to pay back the loan. The $900 remaining they'll put into your account. That's how the PayPal works. Also, if you are on Square, Square works the similar way. They have loans from 300 to 100,000, they say, and the same way it works. The money that you have coming in, they siphon off a little bit of it to pay back the loan, and the remaining amount you can send off to wherever you want to. The same type of rules apply, except they might want a little bit more money, but it's okay. They start at $300, which is real low. PayPal is a lot higher. All right, so this is more of a mom and poppy type of thing. So as you can see here, 300 to 100,000, $300. So that means you could be mom and pop type businesses. Now, let's get into this is 2021 and beyond, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't know these already existed for PayPal and Square, they have been for years. But now there's a lot more companies that are playing using their playbook. Okay? On Deck, who you've heard me talk about before, is reopening. Look here, On Deck line of credit, On Deck term loan. Look at loan amount, 6K, 12-month repayment, Loan amounts 5K to 250K. Repayment terms 18 months for a one on deck term loan. This, ladies and gentlemen, podcast listeners, check this out. This is why you're going to have to start making sure your credit score is proper. This is all they require on deck. Time in business, 1 year. See what I'm saying? FICO score, personal FICO score 600 and up. Business annual revenue 100K. Business bank account, yes, you need that. You always need a business bank account when you're in business. Business annual revenue is 10K. Ladies and gentlemen, that's $9,000 per month. Average. If you make 1 month 15 and another month 5, that means you got a $10,000. That's what you need it to be at. You need to be 9,000 or higher on average, just as long as you can generate 100K. Now you are in the criteria that you need to potentially get a loan, like they say here, or line of credit with an asterisk. But again, 1 year in business, 100K, which is 9K per month average revenue. Okay? So if you have ups and downs, that's fine. You can make 90K 1 month. The whole rest of the year, make another 12. But the fact of the matter is they don't want to see something like that. They want to see 9,000, 10,000, 12,000, 7,000. They want to see consistency, just like any lender would. Next up, Blue Vine, which is actually everybody gets a business account, business banking account with Blue Vine. I don't believe they turn down anybody. It's all virtual. It runs by an app, although you can run it online as well. But it's another fintech type of operation. They're going to pay attention to what you have coming through your bank account, and they have their working capital made simple as well. So you can get a Blue Vine business account. You go to bluevine.com. You can sign up there, and you can see again, Blue Vine line of credit works. And again, there'll be a link down below to bluevine.com so you can check it out. And the previous one, On Deck, there'll be a link down below for On Deck in the description. Okay? And again, they're making this well known what they expect from you. Minimum qualifications, you need a 650 plus FICO score. 2+ years in business and 40,000 in monthly revenue. Yes, I realize that, ladies and gentlemen. $500,000 a year minimum. Big boy. That's what they're talking about here. But you'll get a line of credit. If you want to play with the big dogs, you got to act like a big dog and do your business like a big dog. So now you know your goals. One company, you need 100K. Another company, you need 500K in revenue. Either way, you can get funding under the new fintechs. Now, let's go to the next level, because a lot of you are still sleeping. You're still sitting there going, I don't want to mess with crypto. I don't want to mess with stocks. I don't want to mess with none of that stuff that makes me wealthy. I want to stay a bottom 90%er. Okay. Then we don't have much to talk about then. You might as well just go home, because if you don't have the first two done, you can't do nothing else. But if you were smart and you said, you know what, when I started investing in stocks, I invested in cryptocurrency, then you can go up to another level. Because here is Salt Lending. You guys heard me talk about this before. Loans backed by crypto. You heard me talk about this before. This is what's happened in 2020 and beyond. You can see right here, original crypto-backed loans starting from $5,000 is all you need in crypto. A lot of you, if you were to put your money, look, we talked about Bitcoin. We talked about Ethereum. We talked about these things. And when we were talking about both of these, just this year, Bitcoin was at $4,000. Bitcoin was at $8,000. Bitcoin was at $9,000. It was at $10,000 when I was showing it on screen to sign up with Coinbase and get your free $10. The link's down below if you still want the free $10 of Bitcoin. And then you share the link so you can get yourself some more free Bitcoin, and you can help your friends and family get some Bitcoin and put it on social media, which all of you should have your social media accounts already set up by now. So here we are, crypto, 5,000 or more. They'll give you a loan, 30 to 70% loan to value of what you have in your crypto account. By the way, Bitcoin is now $18,000, $17,000. Ethereum is now almost at $500 when it was just at $350 a month ago. All right? 5,000 interest rates, 3 to 12 months to pay back, zero origination fees, crypto backed. You see what I'm saying? Not only that, there are other companies that are going to do stock assets backed. Okay? So there's things like Wealthfront out there, Betterment's out there. Okay, there'll be a link down below for Wealthfront, by the way, because you can set it and forget it. Like I said in the last video where I said you could have safe investments. That's one that's safe. You have to deposit $500 or more in Wealthfront. They'll manage the money. You can just go on about your business just like you do a 401k and a mutual fund when you give your money to who you don't even know who, and you're happy with the return. This is no different. Give your money to them and let them do whatever they do. Okay? Now, back to this SALT lending. You can see the parameters they have set here. So you have no excuse. Once again, notice there's no time of being in business. There's no FICO score that's going to be needed. No revenue gonna have to happen here. Now you see what we're talking about, 2021 and beyond. This is the new saga. This is the new way that you're going to be able to get loans. And this is going to be business and personal. All right. What's up next? We got the Fund Box. Credit to move you forward. Fund Box is another way to get funding for your business. You just need to give them your information, accounting software, bank account, and they look through it, and then they'll find out if you qualify. That's simple, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, you have to act like you're in business. So we're almost done, and I'm going to start one last thing because there's the thing about Avant. Avant is personal, okay? But the reason why Avant is something that you have to consider is if you're trying to get your credit score up higher, go over here to Avant, apply for one of these. They will use a soft inquiry and determine if you qualify, and then you can accept their offer and then apply. And then you can get whatever it is, a credit card or a loan. All right? But I don't recommend going here for a loan or anything like that. I really recommend going for the credit card, but it's personal credit card. But this helps build your credit. Okay? And last but not least, GroupWise Capital. I'll leave a link down below. They help startups with funding. They can check out your funding similar to NAV, see if you're going to qualify, put you in the ballpark for free. No, none of this, I need $2,500 up front or $4,000 up front to see if you qualify for business funding and that rip-off nonsense. None of that. So there'll be a link down below so you guys can check this out too. All right? And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. That's why you have to get down with the business program. Be a top 10%er. I know a lot of you might say, hey, I'm just a 9-to-5er. I don't want to learn anything new. Well, you're going to be left behind in the dust because in America, things are moving fast. And they're moving fast financially, and the ones that can do something are going to be able to move up exponentially to the ones who sit by and say, you know what, I'm going to wait a year or two, or I'm going to sit back and see what's happening and survey the land. Well, you're getting left behind. The boats are sailing, and you better figure out if you're going to get on board the train or if you're going to sit back and get slaughtered and be a sheep. Because that's what's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Regardless of what's happening with the federal government, that's basically for the top 10%ers. All right? The federal government hurts the 90%ers. So while you guys are out working hard, sleeping and all that, you have to think about where do you want to be financially. When you start thinking economics first, then you realize if you have the economics, nothing else really matters. So that's why I've been on this for the last 2 years, trying to get you guys to get these streams of income, trying to share, use the links, download the Robin Hoods and Weebles and share the links with other people so you get your free shares of stock. But people aren't interested in that. You want to get rich quick scheme. Well, guess what? There's no such thing. Even the get rich quick scheme requires you to do something or depart you from your money. So either way, you're going to have to do it now or you're going to have to do it later. But get on board the economic train. And with that said, keep your head up. Keep moving.